Greetings and welcome to the One Sixth ScaleMan YouTube page. It's your boy LR bringing you the best in 1/6 scale collectibles and any and everything pop culture. Finally. And somebody's done it, been asking for this figure for the longest time, and it took someone else, not Hot Toys, not Sideshow, but none other than Toys Era. Now, they renamed it. Again, this is an unlicensed company, so of course they don't have the license to carry this IP, but I'm happy that we got the figure anyway. Now, they call it the Omniscient figure. We know him as Heimdall from Thor. So I'm happy that we finally got a version of Heimdall. Been asking for it for the longest time, and someone took the initiative, or a company took the initiative to do it. So this is what we have in front of us. This is the Toys Era Omniscient, aka Heimdall, 1/6 scale collectible figure. As we do see the box art, this is what they actually do. They have a nice silhouette with the black tint, so you can actually see an image of the figure. So I like how they do that. Toys Era, you know, they give us nothing but the best. And this is premium edition, so we do have that PE at the top. On the side here, you basically do see the same color scheme that you see with, you know, his armor, his costume, as well as the base itself. On the back, of course, because it is Toys Era, they do give us like all the directions, warning, stuff like that. On the side, you see the continuation of, you know, that nice little print. So I do like that. At the very top, we do get the Omniscient figure. So I do like that. I like how we do get the nice little presentation, and they do stand, you know, out amongst, you know, some of the other brands. And again, this is an unlicensed company, so of course they don't have the license to bring us this figure, but still it's quality. And I appreciate the attempt. I appreciate the simple fact that someone finally decided to give us this figure. Finally. And I'm glad it, you know, of course, Toys Era, they are a really great company. And I hope that someday they kind of win this license war. You know, people share the wealth. You know, share the wealth. I think all of us, you know, all these companies should actually have the capability to, you know, have licensed product and be able to sell it, and they're given a chance. And like I said, Toys Era, along with, you know, some other companies, they do a great job at, you know, when it comes to the production of these figures. So I'm happy that we got it. You'll be happy that we got it. But without further ado, what we're going to do is we're going to crack this box open. Nice little box here. We're going to crack that open, get all the accessories out on the table. We'll look at that first, and we'll get to that figure a little bit later. Let's get it going. And we are back, and as you can see, we have all of the, now, like I said, I want to get his name right. The Omniscient, a.k.a. Heimdall's accessories outside the box. Now, this is all he comes with, so you're not going to get much with this figure, which, you know, pretty much nothing much, but you get all of what is important. So let's start off right off at the back. You get a selection of hands. This is what we actually normally get from all of our figures. Yeah, paint application, of course, is what it is. This is Heimdall, played by the amazing Idris Elba. So, of course, you know, they want to kind of match the skin tone. So that, I think they've accomplished that with the hands. This amazing base, of course. This is what we see, you know, every time we get to Bifrost, and, you know, basically they actually call, or Thor would call for it. This is the marking that we would actually get, you know, whenever that was actually summoned. You know, they implemented that on the base itself, so it is amazing. Now, it doesn't come with actual nameplate unless they just didn't send it with mine. This is what you'll see. So, of course, you know, there's only so much an unlicensed company can send you, but I think, you know, we know what it is. We know what the deal is. But yeah, that's the base you get. Nice little base there. We do get these nice little daggers. We do get these blades that actually come with it, and I love that. And I will basically tell you that these are it's more of like a die-cast metal. They do have some weight with it. And I do like the polish on that. I like the detail. Let's actually just bring that up a bit so we can look at it. I do like the detail that we actually get with that. With the daggers, you can actually see it does have some of the paint application. It does have the design. I do like what we get that with the handles itself. So I do love that the simple fact that they did give us these daggers. I love that. And of course, we actually have the holster for the daggers that you actually place on the back of Heimdall. You just clip it to his belt and they just fit right in there as so. So I do like that they gave us that as an option. And finally, man, let's kind of scale back out. We get this huge Heimdall Sword. Look at that. And this is, of course, what he uses to operate the Bifrost. And I will tell you, this is weighted. It is metal. It is sort of sharp at the tip there, so be careful. Don't play with it around kids. But this thing is amazing. And the detail that we actually, and the quality that we get in this sword is incredible. As you can see, it does have the markings there, you know, as well as the handle. Detail there. Like I said, Asgardian metal, Asgardian steel. Do like that. So, I mean, yeah, like now you won't probably be able to kind of like get him to wield this because it is heavier than the figure itself. So actually standing him up, I mean, you can actually probably get him up like this, but standing him up with this, nah, I don't think it's going to happen because it is weighted. It's highly weighted. So don't have that expectation once you get this figure if you do get it. But yeah, you can still pull off a couple of different poses. If if you're imaginative, you can pull off a couple of decent things. So yeah, but this is the accessories you get with it. Not much, but just enough. But without further ado, we're going to put all of this to the side, get that figure out here, get him posed up, and you be the judge. Let's go.
I know you're gonna dig this.
And we are back. And here we have Heimdall, aka the Omniscient, as he will come to you in the package. And as you can see, this figure is brilliant. I must say that, Toys Era did knock this figure out the park, in my opinion. From the tailoring to the armor, to basically just everything that they've actually done with this figure. I must say, to perfection, they've done a great job giving us this figure. Again, something that we, would have never thought we would actually get. But I'm glad, we did get him. I'm glad that I'm able and will be able to pose him next to Thor. But it's a great piece, I must say. From the actual armor to the actual sword, articulation, there's not too much hindrance in articulation. You do get some nice range, ankle pivot. The head sculpt, and if we can actually patch in there just a tad bit and take a look at that head sculpt. That is an Idris Elba. The eyes are red, but I mean, great presence with this figure. I mean, detail, as you can actually see the, if you look at the actual head sculpt itself, you'll see the Asgardian print on that helmet, you know, all the way down to the actual armor. Like, they paid no expense. Detail highly in this particular figure. The undercoating is like a pleathery type of material, you know, under the actual armor, so it doesn't restrict movement as much at all. They did a great job with that. The stitching, you know, some of the prescribed text there on the actual wardrobe itself. I mean, this thing is a beast. I love it. I love this figure. I love the tailoring. And again, you do get a lot of range of motion articulation. It does have a split cut boot there, so it's not hindering there at all. You do get different hands. You get some knees, pivots, you know, butterfly joints in the elbows and the arm, the shoulders. Like, this thing is incredible, man. I must say, Toys Era knocked it out the park, and I'm glad that they took the initiative to actually create this figure. You know, I don't know why, you know, Sideshow, or not Sideshow, but Hot Toys sleeps on stuff like this, considering the simple fact that, you know, they do have the licensing for it. I don't know why you would sleep on it. I don't know why you wouldn't give it a chance. A couple of things that I heard about it, but, you know, I'm hoping that's not true. But, you know, listen, it is what it is. We finally got this figure. I love it. I love the detail. Now, this is probably not how I'll have him in the detail. This is, you know, of course, you know, what people are used to seeing with this figure. But of course, I'm going to do something totally different with him. But man, simply amazing. Glad we got it. Glad I got it in hand. I will put the link at the very bottom of this video, so you'll know exactly where you can purchase him. I did get this through Toys Wonderland. You'll probably be able to get this through other outlets. I guarantee you'll have to get it from Hong Kong, because I doubt that if anyone over here in the United States will have it. So I'm glad I did get him in hand myself. But it is, without a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt, a beautiful figure. Here we have him, Omniscient, aka Heimdall. You can get him basically, you know, I'll put the link at the bottom where you can actually get it from, to Toys Era. Again, they knocked it out the park. Like I said, you can get this through Toys Wonderland. I love this figure. I'm glad I got it for the culture. Always, every day. You can see Idris Elba in that head sculpt. Don't try to remove it, because the head sculpt does not remove. I will tell you that. I mean, the helmet doesn't remove from the head sculpt. It stays there. So if you try to remove it, you might damage the figure. So other than that, beautiful figure. 10 out of 10 for me always when it comes to this. If you like this video, as always, I suggest you hit that like button, subscribe, and share. And as always, prepare for the next journey, the next adventure, from the next video. As always, LR for the One Sixth ScaleMan YouTube page. This is 10 out of 10 for me. You can get this through Toys Wonderland or any other outlet over there in Hong Kong. But I will put the link at the bottom of where you can actually get it. Knocked it out the park. 2 thumbs up for me. LR, One Sixth ScaleMan YouTube page, signing out. Peace.